Hey, my winners and my champions. It's Pierre again. Yeah, today I just want to share with you something. It's one of those, it's one of the reasons why maybe we delay our successful, or maybe our brothers and sisters, maybe sometimes report away. I've done everything, I've been doing everything right, but for some reason something is not adding up. You are not getting the results. Imagine putting all the efforts. You try, you go to all these places, you try to learn as much as you can, but for some reason things are still not happening for you, But then, and you see other people about it's good to run your own marathon, but I know we always sort of compare, especially about who's in the world. Sometimes when you look at people who's in the world, you realize they are far ahead of you, and the problem in seriously go happy. You don't have a plan, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start. So yeah, in this video, I just want to share with you something. Just one of the things I have discovered the Kosang delay was successful. And every time when I explain this principle to people, I always say we are affected by what we know, and we are also affected by what we don't know. And at the same time, what do we do with what we know also affect us. And again, what we do not do with what we don't know also affect us. I hope it's actually something either you are a limiter or you are to achieve our goals. So the level of your knowledge is very critical, it's very serious. For instance, you've got a goal, but you don't know much about the subject or about the goal of what I'm achieving. So that means we have to focus on, finding information that is relevant, that is empowering to achieve that specific goal. Because the world is it's full of information, and the information is more general, So until you identify what you achieve and you start learning, you start searching for the information that is relevant to that goal of what you achieve. It wouldn't make sense to spend most of your time learning general when you want to be happy. You want to be successful, but you spend most of the time learning things they are not helping you to be successful. Like for instance, spending time they're actually just demotivating you most of the time. They are very negative. We've got a plan, we share a plan how. But the only thing about us is I've tried it. I know spa. Or but that does not necessarily mean because I have spanner for one or I also will it's a low and I know civilians. So this video, the idea the key message is we have to search for empowering knowledge, empowering information, and we find that information relevant the moment we identify what we actually want. Because one of the key things that Gilengadi discovered is that most of the people, they don't really know about what because the moment you start to be handled about that causes confusion, and confusion causes pain and causes frustration as well, And how do you turn your frustration into fascination is key. To say, hey, it's difficult. What do I do? Those are the things I do. We need to sort of look at to say, what is your goal? What is it that you want to achieve? And learn the specifics. Become the master in that field. Become the master in that specific area of your goal, what you want to achieve. So yeah, this video, the idea is we are affected by what we know, and we are also affected by what we don't know. And we have to make efforts, to find that information relevant. To achieve our own goals. You cannot just live by default because something and then suddenly simply because of that is a formula for disaster. So we have to find ways, we have to read and start searching for specific knowledge that will help us, to achieve that goal. So goals are important. I'm trying not to make a video in every day, but the key message here is we are affected by what we know, and we are also affected by what we don't know. So let's start identifying those goals. Success comes from the little things. The 80-20 rule, 20% of the things that we do affect 80% of our results. In fact, it controls 80% of our results. So even if you can just learn about just 20% of information relevant to your goal, once you identify your goal, I believe that will help us, or can help anybody to achieve greater success. Thanks a lot, my champions and my winners. To become a winner, you become a champion after winning several, mileage. That's why you are a champion and winners. So you win, and then after winning several matches or several things, you become a champion. So I believe we are all champions, but we have to start creating the habits of winners. We have to win constantly. We have to do those little things to achieve our goals, and then we become champions. So this is mainly for my champions out there, Kasiaka, and wherever you are, and other communities as well. Let's learn. Let's not afraid to open those books. Let's not afraid to go to the library, buy those books, especially to achieve our main goals. Let's learn the information that is empowering, the knowledge that is relevant and necessary to help us to achieve our goals. Thanks a lot, my champions, again. Until I see you on another next video, I hope this thing gave you something, at least, for the day. Thanks a lot. Until we talk again on another video. Ciao.